Good morning. There's the open of the market. Looking at the big MACDs there in the bottom right corner, it looks like we are definitely going to the downside. I just need a little bit of a pullback, and if I get that, I can go ahead and go short because, man, it's going to be a great day. Let's see what happens. All right, well, I didn't get the pullback that I really wanted, but, well, okay. So the market kind of stalled out there, so I'm taking the short, and I'm going to play this one pretty tight. We've got clear down moves across all the MACDs, but we haven't even been in the market 10 minutes yet, and so I'm not 100% sure this is going to be a grinding down day. So let's see what we get. All right, with the price action so far out past the outer band there, and I know that my MACDs tell me it's down, but I didn't really want to watch it come back much, so I went ahead and closed out. We got a couple of ticks in our favor right now. Let me see if I can find something that's better, and then we'll get back into a trade. All right, so here we go. I guess we did have a nice little run down, but who cares? It's in the past. What I'm looking for now is a continuation. I've really got the look is fantastic on my big charts. So what I want to do is I want to see this go ahead and push on down, blow out the stops that are down below us, and just keep on heading down. Let's see what we get. I didn't really care for the price action that I saw, so I went ahead and closed the trade instead of letting it hit my stop. And when things got a little bit more favorable, I decided to take another try at it. So here we go again. Let's see if we can get this thing moving in the downward direction again and get me to my destination. All right, well, this may be that pullback that I was thinking was going to come quite a bit earlier this morning. Price came down, made a double bottom, and just shot up really quickly. So I closed it and then took a breath and got long immediately. So we're going to see if we can get that to move on up to the 50% retracement or so. That's right there on the mid band for the 377. I don't see it going really high because of the big charts still really do favor the down. Let's see what we get. All right, well, my good friend Mr. 200 just came in with a lot of shorts that kind of took the steam out of of the run up when he did that. Let's see, though, if the buyers can overrun what he did. In fact, I think I'm going to push it up a little bit more because it does look like the buyers are in control of the market for the time being. So it looks like we may get past the mid-band on the 377. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the buyers were in control, pushing the market up, and then all of a sudden we had several quick bars and it just started dropping again. So since we've come back down to this retracement, this is a classic going to the 38, retracing, and then pressing on up to the long. So I'm going to go ahead and take this long, and I'm hanging out my stops at the bottom of the day, the low of the day for now. And as soon as I can get a little bit of breathing room, I'll go ahead and tighten it up. Target is up ahead around the 50.
Get filled.
Okay, it just looks like the buyers cannot do anything.
Order
We cannot just cannot get the price to raise. So instead of letting it hit my stop, went ahead, closed it out. And let's just see if we can get this thing going short. We need to break this floor out here. If we can break this bottom, then I think we're really good to go. Clearly, we've got the signs in the 4181 and the 6700 chart The MACDs there, they're just saying down. Let's see what we get. There we go. Finally, we've got something. I'm adjusting my pricing based on what I'm seeing on the order flow right now. So I'm leaving myself a little bit wider stop than normal. I want to see this bottom break out. When this bottom breaks out, then I can pull down to something that's positive and lock in some profit.
Sold.
Man, you are kidding me. Okay, it pulled back pretty quick. So instead of letting it go to my stop, which I just was not willing to go all the way back to that last pivot. So instead of that, I just closed it out. We're not that bad upside down. Just a little over a point upside down right now. Let's let me just wait. I'm going to wait for the trade that I really want. We'll see what we get. Okay, so we had a few bars drop down and then it came back pretty quick. Nice little pullback action. The MACDs on the 144 are on their way to the downside. And okay, the thing that bothers me the most is right down there, third chart from the right, the 987. That bulge, that would tend to pop the market to the upside. However, the largest charts are still saying that predominantly it probably wants to go down. So I'm going to see if we can get this thing to at least get us a couple of points down, take out that small deficit I've got, and then we'll work on getting our 3 points for the day. All right, so I've got some profit locked in, not enough to wipe out the deficit I've got so far today, but it's at least enough that this will not be a losing trade. Moved my target on down. With the way the market has been plummeting to the downside today, it seems like this should be a great possibility. We just need to clear this bottom here. Once we get this bottom cleared out, I think we'll be good to go. I'm going to pay attention here for these next few bars and see what we get.
Ask volume.
Really? Okay. I was waiting on the pullback. I was okay with a little bit of a pullback, but it just comes up and bing bing, 3 quick bars and just blows out the stop. Right now I'm sitting a little bit worse than break even. We're coming up on 9:30. I like to be done by this time, but doggone it. Okay, I'm gonna just take a few breaths. Get a better view of the market. Let me see what I can do. We can turn this thing around. It's not a complete disaster, but I feel like we can do better today. Okay, so we had a big bar that popped down pretty quick, another little bar right by it, and then it gave me a head and shoulder pattern in the bars, and I was like, man, okay, this is it. Looking around at my MACDs, everybody's up. Finally, that 987 bulge looks like it may actually come to fruition. And the 4181 MACDs have gotten a little wobbly. So let's see if we can go ahead, take this thing on up to my target, and collect some points and call this day over. Well, it seems like follow through is my challenge today. These moves just are not continuing. When it came back down to test that area, I knew that the MACDs had gone against me. It just didn't look good. That 987 right here, that's the 987. See that bulge? That's what I'm talking about. So let's just see if this thing can go ahead and push down. 1500 series chart, which is right next to it. See that the bulge on that has just not put the MACDs on the top rail. So I think that's part of why we have all this confusion. Let's just see what we get. I'd really like to just see it go ahead, follow through. I can get myself to a nice positive set of points for the day and just call it quits. This is kind of starting to get tiresome. Okay, so this is what has me really intrigued right now. It looks like we've got a descending wedge. And if we do, well, that's going to put that target way down there. So that's why I'm being so patient with this, just this sideways action. We've been in this for a while, and I see green on the dome, and then I see a little red in the dome, and the MACDs are just compressing, going sideways here. I see this breakout to the downside, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to just remain patient, and we'll get there. Okay, apparently I have just completely missed the direction that this thing's going to break out, because the wedge seems to be breaking out to the upside. So my target's up there quite high. I closed out instead of letting it hit the stop. I just closed it and then took a breath and re-entered to the long side. Let's see if we can get this thing to go ahead and move. It's 10 o'clock now. It's actually almost 10:10. We've got till 11 o'clock, and that's when the East Coast folks go to lunch. That's 12 o'clock Eastern. So we need this thing to go ahead and move, get my points, and let me get out of this for the day. All right, so we're coming up on 10:30 here, and I've got a couple of ticks locked in, and if we can just break out of this top here, break out of this range, then I'll go ahead and pull my boundary up behind the range and lock in a little bit more profit. Target's up ahead, just waiting. I don't know if we're going to wait until everybody gets ready to go to lunch or what. Okay, so I held the trade for almost 30 minutes. And it just, if you look at all the MACDs, they're all just giving up the ghost. This range, it's like the sellers are just keeping the price down. They are not letting it rise up above this area up here. So I have this feeling, looking at the charts, that we're about to break out to the downside right before we get into lunch. So with that being said, patience is a virtue. Let me see what we get. All right, price dropped pretty quick there. We've still got a few minutes before lunchtime. I really was expecting this to happen a little bit closer to lunch, and I'm also expecting a little bit more of a move. So come on, let's go. All right, we've passed the 11 o'clock time, and I just do not like trading past 11 o'clock. The market usually gets very dull and boring. I've locked in some profit, so it will be a green day of sorts no matter what. Let's just see if we can get it on down to the target here and call it quits. All right, sheesh, I am wiped out. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. But this trading today has worn me out. It was a live trade with actual real money. 210 is my gross gains after I factor in the commissions paid to the broker. It's probably about 1.6 in my favor, but I'll take it. It's a green day. And green days are a lot better than red days. So have a great day, and I'll see you again later.